Hi, this is Prakash from 60 Seconds. So today we'll look at a question from geometry which appeared in CAT 2004. It's not one of those very difficult questions. It's fairly simple. But the idea here is, can I solve it much faster using common sense or using a commonsensical approach compared to a standard approach? So let's see. But before we solve the question, I would request you to pause the video now and try to solve the question on your own. And then once you're done, please look out for the solution. Okay, assuming that you have tried the question, let's see how we can solve this. So the diagram is something like this. So this is the lamp post, this is the father standing, and this is the son standing. And the shadow is incident at the same point, right? And it is given with the heights of the lamppost, son and father. So the height of the lamppost is 6 meters, height of the father is 1.8 meters, and height of the son is 0.9 meters. Also it is given that the father is standing at a distance of 2.1 meters away. We don't know the distance between the father and the son, or the sun and the point of incidence of the shadow. So let them be x and y. So before we proceed to the solution, let me give some names. Say this is A, this is point B, C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is G. So AB is the lamp, BE is the father, and FG is the son. Now we can use similarity here. We know triangle ABC will be similar to triangle BEC. So from here I can write AB by BC will be equal to BE by EC, which will give me AB is 6, BC is 2.1 plus x plus y, and BE is 1.8 and EC is x plus y. Let this be equation number 1. Similarly, I know triangle ABC will be similar to triangle FGC. So from here I can say AB by BC equals FG by GC, which will give me 6 by 2.1 plus x plus y equals 0.9 by y. Say this is equation 2. Now solving 1 and 2, since both are equal to 6 by 2.1 plus x plus y, so I can say 1.8 by x plus y is equal to 0.9 by y. Now I know 1.8 will go by 0.9 2 times. So let me just cancel this. This will give me 2. So I get, cross multiplying, I get 2y equals x plus y, or I get y equals x. I get y equals x. Now substituting this value in any equation, say 1 or 2. So say I substitute this in equation 1. I get 6 by 2.1 plus 2x equals 1.8 by 2x. Anyway, this will go off with 0.6. This will give me 3 times, this will give me 10 times. So I'll get 20x equals 6.3 plus 6x. Now let me just solve it here. So 20x minus 6x will give me 14x equals 6.3, or x equals, with 7, 6.3 will go 0.9 times, and with 7 it will go 2 times. So I'll get 0.9 by 2, which is 0.45. So I get x as 0.45, which is nothing but my fourth option. So pretty simple question. There is no similarity. So either we can do all this, or we can use a commonsensical approach. We can just use our common sense to solve this very easily. Let me show you how. Now this is the question given to me. Now one thing you have to understand is, for a straight line, for example y equals 3x, for a straight line the slope is constant. Here the slope is this 3. So what does this 3 mean? This 3 means for every change in x, there will be 3 times a change in y. So if x changes by 1 unit, y will change by 3 units. So if x increases by 1 unit, y will increase by 3 units. And if x decreases by 1 unit, y will decrease by 3 units. So basically slope, as we know it, which if you remember, we used to represent by dy by dx, is nothing but change in y by change in x. I am just setting a pretext, or I am just giving you a background. You don't have to do any of these for the question, to solve the question. But this understanding is needed to solve this question by using common sense. So when I have a straight line, this slope is constant. What it means is, for every equal change in x, there will be a proportional change in y. Okay? Now let us look at this question. This is the top of the lamp, this is the top of the father, this is the top of the sun, or head of the sun, and this is the point where the end of the shadow meets for both father and son. Now we have to find this distance x. Now what I want you to notice is the slope of this line. The slope of this line is constant. It is a straight line. So the slope is constant. Now the height of the lamp is 6 and the height of the father is 1.8. So there is a difference of 4.2. There is a difference of 4.2. So this is the change in y. If you see, this is the change in the vertical coordinate. So this is the change in y. For this, the corresponding change in x is 2.1. For this, the corresponding change in x is 2.1. And I know this is the slope. So this is nothing but 2 times. Or this is 2. So same way, from 1.8, when the y changes to 0.9, the change in y is 0.9. From 1.8, when it reduces to 0.9, the change is 1.8 minus 0.9, which is nothing but 0.9. So the change in y is 0.9. And I don't know the change in x coordinate, which is x. But I know this will be equal to the slope, which is nothing but 2. So from here I get x as 0.45. So what I am trying to tell you is, without using any of those properties of similarity, I am just using common sense to solve this question. So y changed from 6 to 1.8, that is changed by 4.2 over 2.1, which is half of 4.2. So if it has to change by 0.9, over what will it change? It will have to change over half of it, which is 0.45. So this will be my answer. So I hope this approach is clear. You can use this in a lot of questions, especially of geometry. We'll see more examples of this kind, and this is important. This can make questions very simple. So it's important that you understand this. If you have any questions, please post them below and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you.